He lives here in Firth. He was born in Fussen, but he lives very close to the venue, so I'm sure he's brought a lot of supporters in. Poomjaeng up to his highest ever ranking now, 63. Cracking red start.
And a good kiss as well. Yes, he won us all over in the World Championship, didn't he, David? Put his heart and soul into his match.
Yes, it was nice to see someone enjoying themselves, as he clearly was. Although it all went a bit wrong in the second round. He lost 13-3 to Michael White, but he certainly made an impression on the tournament.
8.
Well, that could have worked out better. He's opened the reds. But the cue ball finished tight under the cushion. Tough black. Even tougher position. That's what he's faced with. It was never easy. And he tried to force that cue ball round for the reds.
So an opening for Patrick Einsle. Back on the main tour, having qualified through, well, there's a European qualifying tour in effect, got his pro ticket back through that at the end of last season. German champion 3 times. Been playing since he was 11. He's currently 26. I think his problem has been really because he's the best player in Germany. It's hard to improve if you're not playing players of your standard or even better.
Well, you could see him cueing directly under his left eye. Not many people play like that nowadays. Remember, Graham Miles used to play like that. A little too straight on this red. This red to the right corner. It may just go in the left side of the pocket, but it's risky. Doesn't want to miss with all the red spread all over the place. Yep, and it goes. Just needs to drop it in. There's a red over the pocket.
80.
We know how popular snooker is in Germany, but a lot of people, they don't play. They like watching, either live or on television, but not necessarily
90.
minded to go and play. So it's in terms of participation, it's not quite as big as you would think. Poomjaeng missed that very difficult black to let him in.
Just finished the wrong side of the blue. The black could be available. Oh, he's had a look at the black. Doesn't fancy it. Problem is that black could be in the way if he decides to go in and out of balk. Well, this is going to be a tough one now. Looks like the cue ball's going into the reds. So he'd have to stun away from those or play it with a deep screw. And that added to the difficulty of the shot. A little quick on the backswing.
Yes, he'll be disappointed, I'm sure, with just 30 there. That was a good chance to make a nice break in the first frame and settle down straight away. I can tell you, by the way, Steve Davis did win his match. He led 3-1 against Jamie Cope, eventually won 4-3. So he will play Mark Davis, who of course won the first TV match of the day against Mark Allen. And David Morris has beaten David Grace 4-3, the other match that started a couple of hours ago.
Well, that was an excellent safety. He was in a little bit of trouble there. Big target though, the black. It's got the green, pink and brown there as well. Well, he had a go. was always going to be difficult to get that cue ball away from all those reds, and now Dechawat Poomjaeng in with another chance. I'd like to get the black back on its spot as soon as possible. Oh, first pot the red. Where's that red going to finish? Well, it was close, but I think he's got away with it. With that red anyway. Thin cut to the right corner. Good pot. Could have done with a better kiss. That was another very good pot from Poomjaeng there. Knew he was leaving this red over the middle had he missed it.
Yeah, I saw Einsle applaud there, just tapped his leg. Good cueing from the tie. Poomjaeng is a former world amateur champion. He won that in 2010. His brother Kwan used to be a professional. Been a lot of Thai players over the years. Of course, none have reached the heights of the great James Watanabe, 3 times a ranking event winner. In fact, he's on now. It's Watanabe against Robert Milkins. He's won a piece there. And if Watanabe were to win that match, he'll play the winner of this one.
$14.
Another good recovery. This is more like it from Dechawat.
$22. $23.
Well, he's brought the red into play, but this is a tough blue. Good pot. And played onto the difficult red down the right side of the cushion,
28.
which will release the other red just above it. Played with right hand side to take that cue ball up towards this red. And he's taken these balls well so far. Good effort to get onto the red. Just not enough right hand side on the cue ball, or enough screw. Tough red down the cushion now.
Dechawat Poomjaeng, 42.
Well, if it had got near the pot, the red would have stayed down this end of the table and it would have been a pretty good safety. Good pot. And couldn't have landed any better.
Six. Seven.
Hilda Moens is the referee. Although interestingly he asked her in English to clean the cue ball. So he's 9 behind.
Yes, it was always going to be difficult to hold for the green, and he's held it too well. Another good pot. And that's a little unfortunate, although the blue will go to the corner. So, one good pot here. He'll be on the pink. Oh, that could be an important miss.
21.
He was nowhere near the pot, and that was just pure pressure.
Yes, he knew, of course, the importance of that blue. Could have finished a lot worse, though. So a tight first frame. They've each had chances, 51 each.
Well, that's worked out well. Trying to hold the cue ball behind the black. It's going to be close.
Oh.
Here's a practice.
Don't go near it, Dechawat. Keep away. Might drop. See how quick the table is, though. I mean, that just ran and ran, that white.
Yes, and it's finished up a very good safety. Well, he's got a pot at this blue. May go to the centre, but definitely goes to the baulk corner. So close. Patrick gets another chance then. Again, this isn't easy, and there's plenty of pressure on the shot.
Well, this feels like a deciding frame. It's only the first frame of the match, but it's had that feel to it. So, the battle on the blue continues.
Well, it was a little pacey, but it's turned out okay. Well, can't believe he went for that one. And this is another chance for Patrick. Needs to just hold himself together. May have to play it with a touch of side to avoid the in-off in the middle.
Well, this pink's not in yet. Pressure on this.
Yes, it's not an easy shot this, and he knows it. The middle or the corner. Well played.
Yes, in it goes. And the local fans here delighted that Patrick Einsle has won the opening frame. It was a struggle, it was a battle, very tense start here in Fürth, but as I say, it is advantage Germany. He leads Dechawat Poomjaeng 1-0. Could tell Poomjaeng had made it after his Crucible Heroics because he had a fake Twitter account set up, a spoof account impersonating him.
Well, it was never easy, and he tried to hold for the black, which made the shot even more difficult. Could have played for the blue.
One.
Yes, good pot from where he was. That last frame seems to have given him a bit of confidence.
Six. Seven.
So he's left a nice angle on the black to go into the reds, but he could have done with being a bit closer to this black. Yeah, just caught them a little bit too thin.
14.
Hence the cue ball going down the table.
Patrick Einsle, 14.
Well, I think he's hit everything there. He's moved the red over the pocket. Poomjaeng has left a chance at this red to the baulk corner. But again, got to play a good shot to get position. Oh, that'll do.
Well, an early contender for fluke of the tournament.
Four.
Well, just while the referee cleans the cue ball, tell you right now, father and son are playing. Peter Lyons, he's playing Liam Highfield, and his son Oliver Lyons, he's playing Stuart Carrington. Oliver's 2-1 up, Peter's 1 apiece. Well, it was awkward, and he has
Patrick
missed.
Einsle, 4.
Yes, and it looks like he's got away with it again.
got to think eventually Peter and Oliver are going to play each other in one of these tournaments. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, he didn't get away with it, and this is a good chance now for Poomjaeng. Needs to go into that cluster as soon as possible.
Seven. Eight.
That's okay. He's got one to the middle.
15.
Not sure if he can come back for the black, but the bought colours or the blue may be available. And he could get back for the black. That's a bonus.
Twenty-three. Four.
Played it to perfection. Wasn't much of a gap there to play into.
Thirty-two.
Oh, he's under hit that one.
39.
Tough pot with no guarantee of position. Oh, that's a great recovery. And that should give him a fair bit of confidence.
Brown ball.
Well, that double kiss has worked out okay.
45.
Now, nice angle this time. Just stun back for that red into the same pocket as the black. Again, he's underhit it slightly. Wanted to be straight on this red, just to run through for the black again.
$53.
Well,
Dechawat Poomjaeng.
he has eventually broken down, but a good 53 nonetheless. .35 in it as Einsle returns to the table.
1.
Yeah, so not an easy table. Can just drop this black in dead weight. It's going to be faced with a difficult red. But if he can pull this cue ball back for the pink, finish somewhere round about there where his cue is, he'd have the angle on the pink to disturb the reds. Well, there's no way to get to the reds now, so just try and get the points and play good safety.
Einsle, 60.
Yes, that's a pretty good safety shot. He's getting plenty of encouragement from the crowd, Patrick Einsle. Caught it a touch thick, and he's pushed a red over the corner. They're there for the taking, and what a big frame this would be.
Yes, Poomjaeng was going along so nicely till he missed the green on 53. Well, Einsl's just noticed a mark on the white. He doesn't want any kicks at this point, so he's asking the referee Hilde Mearns to just give it a clean. Because he knows this is an important visit. If he can clear up 2-0 to win 2 close frames, that would be a real boost for him.
Could have done with that cue ball just bouncing another inch.
4.
It's made this red a tough pot. Needs to slow down. Well, he can only just roll up behind the black now, you would think. He can pot the black to the middle, but so difficult to get to the yellow. If he plays the snooker, not only has Poomjaeng got to hit it, but he's got to get it safe.
Patrick Einsle.
So just 14 points in front. Dechawat Poomjaeng. And he's snookered.
He's working out his escape route. First frame, of course, went down to the pink. Another close one here.
Foul. Miss. Patrick Einsle.
Doesn't.
4.
It's no free ball, fortunately. Should be going back. No, just a little less left-hand side on the cue ball. Anxious looks. Can't see enough of it to pot it.
Well, there's nothing safe now, is there? So it could be who gets first chance at the yellow wins the frame. We'll see. I think Poomjaeng would be really disappointed to go 2-0 down, because he's been very much involved in both frames. He's had a 53 break in this one.
This could have worked out okay. Oh, and that was a nice little rub on the brown.
Foul. Miss.
The big fella.
Dechawat Poomjaeng, 7. Free ball.
And that is a free ball. Whether he takes it or not is another thing. The problem is, if he does take a free ball, it's getting from yellow to green. If the yellow was another 2 or 3 inches off the cushion.
Blue ball.
He stunned it too much.
Two. Dechawat Poomjaeng, 2.
So Einsle in trouble, 19 behind. Snooker on the yellow. Ah dear.
Yes, yellow and green still required though. Awkward queuing over these reds, over these colours. Not easy to get to the green.
Two.
Well, the green, Einsle will need a snooker, but it's not guaranteed by any means.
Where's it going to finish?
Dechawat Poomjaeng, 2.
It's a half chance for Patrick.
Green's not finished yet.
Well, just the green required.
3.
So he leads by 24 with 22 on. So 1 snooker at the moment. Oh, terrific pot on the brown, so you would feel that will be that. Well, it would turn into a bit of a messy frame in the end after Poomjaeng's earlier 53, but it looks like it's going to be 1 apiece.
12.
Well, can't miss now. Knocking everything in.
And the frame. Dechawat Poomjaeng.
So, Dechawat Poomjaeng does win the second frame, and he draws level here in foot. It's 1 frame each. An update on the Lines family. Father Peter is trailing 2-1 to Liam Highfield, and son Oliver is 2 each with Stuart Carrington. Potted some good balls in this match, Poomjaeng, but didn't get close to that one.
Oh, that one.
In the Whooshie Classic, at the start of the season, Poomjaeng beat Dominic Dale. And that really was a meeting of the eccentrics. Just to mark your card again, we will. This doesn't affect British viewers, but on the continent we will be changing channels again shortly, back to Eurosport International from Eurosport 2. But in Britain we stay on British Eurosport, but there will be just a slight break before we pick up the coverage again. We're on, well, for the rest of the day, pretty much.
That's a beautiful shot. Just stroked it in dead weight. And a little unfortunate to finish straight on the black. Would have liked to have had an angle to go into them. Would have had a chance to win the frame. This visit needs to open them at some stage.
Just seems that his potting is just inconsistent. The previous long run he took on didn't get anywhere near, but that one he knocked in was just absolutely terrific. So Poomjaeng in here at the start of frame 3. As I say, if you're watching on the continent on Eurosport 2, we're going back over to Eurosport 1, so that switch will be coming up in about 20 seconds time. On British Eurosport we will continue, but there will be a short break before we pick up the coverage again. Ronnie O'Sullivan is coming up after this match against Ahmed Saif of Qatar. So just going to stay for a minute or so, and then we will take that break to switch channels. Yes, Ronnie O'Sullivan coming up. Because if he'd been made to wait, he was actually supposed to have started by now, but the first match went the distance. This one has been a little on the slow side so far.
Well, that's better. Opening the reds, although he's only brought 2 or 3 out. But he's nicely on the pink.
So we are going to switch from Eurosport 2 to 1. British Eurosport.
22.
We stay where we are. As the Paul Hunter Classic continues, Dechawat Poomjaeng going well here early on in frame 3. In this programme, but right now we're watching Dechawat Poomjaeng of Thailand against Germany's Patrick Einsle. And well, when we just left the coverage there, Poomjaeng was in, but he's broken down. He's 34-0 up in this third frame, 1 apiece in the match, and 4 frames are required to win the match. We know that the winner will play Robert Milkins. He's beaten James Watanabe 4-1.
Yes, he was in a bit of trouble there, Patrick Einsle. That 2-cushion escape. Yes, another good pot from Dechawat Poomjaeng, and he's going to be on the brown. Already made a 34 break earlier. A little harder would have been nicer.
Six.
Well, if he takes the pink, he's definitely on a red. The black's the easier ball, but more difficult to get position on the red. Nicely played. Good cannon. And that's given him a great chance to take
13.
this third frame.
Could so easily have been 2-0 down, but he did win the second frame on the colours after Einsle took the first on the pink. They're both on the main tour, but of course Poomjaeng has the momentum coming off the back of the World Championship at the end of last season, where he got to the last 16.
14.
Won a lot of fans there, although Stephen Maguire, who of course you beat in the first round, was a little nonplussed, I think, by his sort of mannerisms, and he said he's not the full shilling. Although he was very complimentary about the way he played.
20. $21.
61 in front with the pink. Still 7 reds on.
27.
Yes, that's nudged them open, but I don't think he's on the black. And the pink's a tough one. Another good recovery. Kiss could have been
34.
kinder, but he just needs the red here. Another good
35.
recovery shot. Well, he's played these balls so well. This is a different Poomjaeng.
Yes, really nicely cued the pink and then the red,
41.
and it's going to be 2-1 to the tie.
Why not?
42.
Well, that should be enough.
Poomjaeng,
I don't think
42.
Einsle will play on. Indeed, he's conceded. So, well, a good frame that from Poomjaeng. Potted some really good balls during the course of it. And he now is in front. He's won the last two, so he leads 2-1. And the next frame is a big one. If he can get to 3-1, obviously he's only be one away then from victory. We'll take a short break, then we're back live in Germany for frame 4.
Well, not a good break from Poomjaeng, you've got to say. Just reaching the balk line. Lots of right-hand side on the cue ball to play the safety shot. And these are better safety shots from Dechawat Poomjaeng. That's got his opponent thinking again here. Forced into taking that red on. and seems to have got away with it. And a chance for Poomjaeng to bring the black into play if he plays the two reds behind the black. Well, he had no idea where the reds were going to go, but he had some idea where the cue ball was going to go. And it's finished up. Okay. Again, this looks pretty good. I think you can see the red on the right side of the table. Two reds just above the black spot. Not quite a plant to the right corner. Well, there is a red to the right corner, but surely it's too risky to take on. He doesn't think so. Good pot.
One.
He's knocked some in, hasn't he, in this match?
Well, there was no way he was going to avoid those reds, but if he can knock this blue in, what a great chance. Big shot.
Dechawat Poomjaeng, 1.
Well, I don't really know what Reddy played for. When he played it at that speed. Okay, the cue ball wouldn't have been there, but he just needed to stud it in for the red just below the blue. Well, that's another good chance for Poomjaeng. That was never easy. Hasn't hit it hard enough.
Well, what a mistake that could be.
I was playing so well in the last frame, Dechawat Poomjaeng, and I expected him to score quite heavy there. Reds were nicely spread, but it's like he stopped and waiting for his opponent to start doing something.
Well, it's up to Einsle now to try and get himself involved in this frame. As I say, if he can put a nice break together, then he'll start to feel better. We saw that with Mark Davis in the first match. That was scrappy early on.
8.
But he started to play very well at the end of that, and he did get the win over Mark Allen, 4-3.
Yeah, sometimes when
9.
your opponent starts to play well, it does spur you on a bit.
Well, Stuart Carrington has beaten
16.
Oliver Lines 4-2, and Ollie's dad Peter 2-2 with Liam Highfield.
$17.
A little too straight on the pink. He may have to take the yellow here. This is the red that Poomjaeng just didn't quite hit hard enough. And that was a good positional
19.
shot. And the red just above the black.
$20.
Today Jimmy White has lost 4-1. Martin Gould has beaten him.
$27.
Good recovery.
28.
And he's on the green.
Patrick Einsle.
Well, again, he was a
28.
bit quick on the backswing. But fortunately, he didn't get his intended position.
Well, 27 points in it, so it's not much of a lead. Plenty of reds on.
Well, that's a little unfortunate for Patrick Einsle there. That red just coming back down the table has left an easy snooker chance for Poomjaeng. Needs to get it tight up behind the blue, this. Well, he didn't quite get that cue ball touching the blue, or close enough to it. And this is the result. Well, a half chance here with this red along the cushion for Poomjaeng, but there's lots of pressure attached to it. Has to get this one, you would feel. Doesn't like it.
One.
Yes, he composed himself. Had to get that one. He was 27 points behind. This is awkward queuing as well. Two good pressure shots, those.
Well, meanwhile, if you were with us right at the
8.
start of the day, you'd have seen the Mark Allen, Mark Davies first frame. Allen was in and was called for a foul by the referee, and Mark didn't think it was a foul. He stood his ground. Replay showed the referee was correct. And Mark, just wait for Dechawat here. Mark
9.
has tweeted the following. He said, "It's not often you have to apologise to a referee, but today was one of those days. I swear I must be going mad in my old age." So obviously someone has he's either seen the replay or someone's told him that the ref was correct. It didn't really have any bearing on things in the end.
Yes, another good recovery.
11.
Would you believe it? After
Dechawat
those
Poomjaeng,
good shots.
11.
This is a relatively simple red with the rest.
One.
So another chance. This was the red that Poomjaeng missed unexpectedly, and he wasn't impressed.
Eight.
Didn't
9.
quite come far enough for the red to go back onto the black. Had to go for one of the baulk colours, but it's finished nicely on the green. .28 points in front. If you can play down for the black here.
12. Fifteen. Twenty.
Still needs a couple of reds.
$21.
That was a pretty good shot, played with right hand side on the cue ball.
He'll need another red after the black. And 2-2 I think will be a great result for him, because he has struggled, but Poomjaeng has not put him away. Now Poomjaeng needs a snooker, and you can hear what the audience think of that. They love it. And man is back in it.
Yes, and he's tucked these balls very well. A couple of pressure balls in there, just this black to make sure.
$36.
Is it going to drop? Yes, it is. One thing this is doing is creating a bit of a headache for the organisers. There's still first round matches yet to start. Ronnie O'Sullivan and also Mark Selby, so they're going to have to sort that out one way or the other. I suspect Selby's match possibly will be moved from this table and get that started, because of course they've got to play 3 rounds today. Meantime, Einsle now of course can't miss, now the pressure's off. And he's right back in it, and Poomjaeng, if he were to lose this match, he might look back on this frame. It was a good chance for 3-1. Potted some good balls, but couldn't keep it going.
45 and the free.
Now, there's a good 45 in the end from Patrick Einsle to take it. And, well, it's still too close to call, because he's drawn level at 2-2. We'll be back with more after this break. Two of these European Tour events in Germany, and then of course in addition to that the big one, the German Masters at the Tempodrome in Berlin, where Ali Carter won the title last season. That'll be next end of January, beginning of February. Looking forward to that one. Great atmosphere there. But the sort of rebirth of interest in Germany, it started here with the German Open Pro-Am, which was the forerunner to this tournament. And over the course of the years it's been built up, and now it's a tournament the players very much look forward to playing in. Well, that was a kick, I think.
Yes, and it took the pace out of that red. It would have gone further past the pocket. I think this is cuttable.
Yeah, so a little bit unlucky there, Patrick Einsle. Well, I was speculating that Mark Selby might start his match rather than waiting till later on, and in fact he's about to do that. So the schedule's been changed very sensibly because of the overrun.
7.
Well, he's got a nice angle on the blue to bring reds into play. Obviously, he would have liked just that cue ball another inch or so. Didn't quite hit that pink full enough.
12. Dechawat Poomjaeng, 12.
So just to reiterate what I was saying about the schedule, Mark Selby, that match is now not going to be televised because of the overrun. So the next match after this one is Ronnie O'Sullivan against Ahmed Saif, and then it'll be Judd Trump against Graham Dott in the second round. So that'll be the next match, possibly the last match, depending on how things are going. No, there'll be at least one more after that. But anyway, the good news is we will be seeing Ronnie O'Sullivan. We won't be seeing Mark Selby, because it's unfair to make him wait till, well, it could be 5, 6 o'clock local time before he plays his first match, because he's got to play 3 today. Meanwhile, not much happening here.
Now, gradually, the reds will become open. Well, a chance to open the reds here and try and get the cue ball dead on the cushion by the black. And that would put his opponent in a bit of trouble. He needs to get the cue ball dead on the cushion. Reds didn't quite open as intended, so Patrick can just roll into these reds.
Some touch, as this cloth is quite
Well, can he be tempted at this red to the left middle? It's a difficult pot, and if he misses it, look where the reds are. Well, again, he was quick on the backswing there. Got a couple of good kisses.
Yes, he got away with it.
Didn't quite pull that cue ball back close enough to the cushion. Well, that's a tough red to take on. Well, did he play the plant? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. But this is a big shot now on the black. You can't just drop it in and be on the red over the pocket. You'd have to play it at speed. And that made the shot just that little bit more difficult. There was a lot of pressure on that shot. Got very close, but just touched that near angle.
Yes, it was a ball that had to go in. And that added to the pressure. Well, that's not gone as planned.
One.
Well, he could be in trouble here.
Never rains but it pours. Don't think because he's smiling he's happy.
Dechawat Poomjaeng. One.
do it off the cushion. Well, it was a good cut, this. And he could have done with that cue ball being away from the cushion. Not easy, this blue. And he can't control the cue ball. Looks like the cue ball's going into the red. And that's not a bad kiss. That's worked out okay.
6.
What a great chance this is. Got to
7.
hold himself together. Too hard for the blue. So the black.
Yes, of course, in this sort of scenario, it's not just about where the balls are on the table, it's the pressure of the situation. And Einsle's on home ground. He wants to do well for his friends who've come along. So a lot of pressure on him.
He's a little pacey. Needs to slow down.
14.
Not ideal on either of these reds. One to the middle, one to the corner. But that's worked out nicely.
Twenty. Twenty-one.
Yes, he got a kick there, and that's took the pace out of the cue ball.
28.
Played for the red into the same pocket he's just potted the black into. He's not happy.
Well, he's thinking it's hard enough with all the pressure and so forth, without bad contacts coming along and making things even tougher.
Is it hard enough?
Patrick Einsle, 28.
Well, you saw the little display of frustration there, just banging his cue on the table. After all that, he's only 16 in front.
1. Six.
Yes, and hit that by some distance. I think he played for the 2 reds by the brown spot.
Dechawat Poomjaeng, 6.
Well, just seems to have lost it at the moment. Dechawat Poomjaeng. This is an ideal situation. Patrick Einsle to take advantage.
Yes, there's been no real flow, has there, to the match. We've had Poomjaeng at a 53 break, Einsle a 45, but it's been a lot of scrapping about as well, and no real rhythm for either player.
No man's land again.
Meanwhile, Peter Lyons has beaten Liam Highfield 4-2, so his son Oliver has been knocked out, but Peter continues.
Good pot. Needs another.
5. Patrick Einsle, 5.
Well, that's a pretty good safety. Who was in a bit of trouble there. And Poomjaeng has another chance.
One. 6. Seven. Twelve. Thirteen.
And now the difficulty begins. Chose to play for the double, but hasn't quite come far enough.
18. Dechawat Poomjaeng, 18.
Well, there's a bit of mileage left in this one, then, isn't there? It's sort of collateral damage from a scrappy frame. His balls go on cushions and they go awkward. So it's 3 points in it. 2 reds on.
Yes, yellow, green, brown and pink in awkward positions.
Settle down. There's a bit of snooker left in this frame yet.
Wait for it.
Foul.
Oh, so close.
Dechawat Poomjaeng, 4.
Poomjaeng having it put back. Matthew Stevens out, 4-3. He's been beaten by an amateur, Ben Jones. So that's the biggest shock of the day so far. And one of the results just come in. Aditya Mehta of India has beaten Tony Drago 4-0. Ronnie O'Sullivan still being made to wait. It's been about 2 hours and counting since he was supposed to start. It's the next match on this table. He's not a fan of hanging around, Ronnie.
Full ball kiss on the blue would have been a disaster. Doesn't want that cue ball to go in.
He got down, didn't he? Got back up again, which told you it wasn't going in, but that would have been potentially calamitous.
A half chance then. Dechawat Poomjaeng. He'll be on the black. The red goes in. Good pot. Needs a bounce. Well, why not snookering behind the black?
Dechawat Poomjaeng 1.
And that's a good shot. Tough snooker.
Foul. Miss. Dechawat Poomjaeng 5.
Yes, please. No, I think it's blue.
It was not on the spot, yeah.
It's not.
I think it was not. It was like this.
Yeah. The red about here. Yeah. No. Come.
Well, there, that is the before picture, so it's not quite right.
Get you.
Well, difficult to hit where the blue is now. So the blue does need to come down. She's got access to that picture.
It was a full 6.
Makes a big difference to the shot, this. Difficult to hit where the blue is now.
More.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference, isn't it? It's a ball's worth, in fact.
Pink is I touched the pink.
Yeah.
Pink, the blue was below the blue spot, wasn't it?
The pink is more.
Very.
Well, it doesn't look like they're looking at the blue.
It's a full 6.
I'm
And
surprised Einsle's not.
And that's an important part of the shot, that.
Foul. Miss.
That please.
Dechawat Poomjaeng 4.
Well, he's going nowhere. These are 3 points, and they're stacking up. And the snook is now more difficult than it was.
It's okay. Do you think?
Well, there's only a little bit of that red to hit the way it is now. Yes, well played. Well hit.
Yes, that could have gone on a while, but in fact he only gave away 8 points, and the battle continues on this last red. There's 18 in it, Poomjaeng in front.
And again, not easy to hit, coming off that right side cushion, what he was looking at. An awkward cueing over the brown. If it's hard enough. If it's hard enough.
Dechawat Poomjaeng 4. Back.
Back we go again.
22 points behind Patrick Einsle.
More and more.
It's only fractions they're discussing, but that looks about right, doesn't it? In fact, it looks spot on.
Foul. Yes. Dechawat Poomjaeng 4.
It was a bit pacey as well. Had he hit the red full ball, he would have left it on with an easy blue to follow. That's a better speed.
Foul.
Oh,
Miss.
would you believe it?
Dechawat Poomjaeng 4.
Just missed the red. And now only the red required.
Yeah, you saw him looking at the scoreboard. He knows if he pots this, then snooker needed.
One.
Well, he turned the screw there to Dechawat Poomjaeng. And Einsle, well, shake of the head in his corner.
Well, just needs to drop the brown in, and then he'd need 2 snookers.
Five.
Oh dear. Well, twice he came close to the in-off.
5.
And this time he's smiling because he is happy.
Hello, 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 that's one way to get one. Went for the pot.
So it's 35 in it, 27 on, 2 4-point snookers to tie.
Well, that's a good one. And that's well and truly missable. Now, the first thing you should be thinking is don't leave a free ball, don't hit a big colour.
Foul.
So there's one.
4. Two.
Well, you can try and drop this cue ball in behind the black. Just try and leave the green on the cushion. But he doesn't like it. This is a good effort. You were full ball kiss. It shouldn't be difficult to hit, but you never know.
Yeah, there's just that anxiety, I think, from Poomjaeng's point of view. He feels the frame's his, but Einsle's already got one snooker. If he gets another, he can tie. That's a 4-point snooker. So not quite out the danger zone yet.
Yes, and also he could pot the green and brown if he does get a chance and play to get a 5-point snooker. Pink's in a good place, and so is the black. This is close. Again, not difficult to hit, but keeping the pressure on. Now, will he play to pop the green and brown? Well, I don't know, I think he did, or did he just play the snooker in behind the black? I'm not sure what he played there. He was upset about it, whatever it was. Judging by where the cue ball finished, I assume he went for the snooker. That would have been close. In fact, it would have been a snooker. And the green not cannon into the black. Always tempted to have a go at these type of pots, but the enough's on in the middle pocket, so he's got to be careful. A chance. Well, that should put paid to this frame.
Certainly, if this brown goes in, I think we'll definitely see chalked up for Poomjaeng. Well, he's not potted it, so he... Well, has he?
Wait for it.
Well, it's worth playing on, I think. Pots the brown. 2 snookers to tie on the blue. Yes, and that's why he's kind of grimacing there, Poomjaeng.
4.
Well, not exactly position A.
No, nearer the Z, I think.
Patrick Einsle, 4.
But he's not doing too bad at the attempted snookers. He knows where that cue ball's going. Black and pink both in good positions. But not anymore.
Well, he meant that one, didn't he? That was really meant with feeling. So, while he's kind of scraped his way over the line in this frame, well, that was meant with even more feeling. Hopefully no one was injured. Both balls flew off the table. Poomjaeng happy, though, that he's won the frame. That's the main thing for him. It was a struggle. I don't think he's going to play on here. He's thinking about the 6 points going on, but let's see what the score is. That's the score. So, well, he needs 2 snookers, but
Dechawat
no, he doesn't. He needs more than that, doesn't he? Don't know what point he was making there, but anyway, the frame's gone to Poomjaeng. Finally. So he leads 3-2. He needs 1 more for victory, and we'll see how he gets on the other side of this break. Don't forget, still to come in this programme, we have Ronnie O'Sullivan against Ahmed Saif. That'll follow this match. So there's either 1 more frame or 2 more, and then Ronnie O'Sullivan will be centre stage. Plenty more snooker to come here at the Paul Hunter Classic.
Another very good safety shot from Poomjaeng there. Yes, you can see this red to the right corner, but it's full of danger, and he's forced into taking it on. Great pot, and he's on the black. What a tremendous pot that was. And that should give him some confidence. Had to get it.
39.
Well, his highest break in the match, Patrick Einsle, 45. This would be a good time to improve on that. Poomjaeng's he's only 53. So it's been a scrappy contest so far anyway.
Yes, he may have to play into them here. Well, he's seen something. Two reds closest to the right corner. Obviously the bottom one will go. Can he hold for the black? Can he pot the red?
Well, he thought so originally, but now he's got back up again. So it's obviously tight.
Last couple of kisses worked in his favour.
See again there, the cueing right under the left eye. Jamie Jones has a similar style, and as Joe mentioned earlier, Graham Miles, one of the top players in the 1970s, reached the world final.
Yeah, what a lovely touch he had, Graham Miles, around the black spot. Well, that's opened up things nicely.
32.
Gary Wilson was a semi-finalist in the tournament we showed from Rotterdam last month, and he's started well here. 4-0 winner over Noppen Sengnam of Thailand. But all eyes here on this man. Can he force a decider?
Yep, that's okay. He's certainly trying hard. Started off with a tremendous long red.
39.
Yes, you certainly can't fault his application. You know, he's given it everything all through this match. It's just a question of whether he can, as I say, take this the distance. It's a good chance, but the pressure's on as well. So this is his highest break of the match, superseding the 45 he had earlier on. Got to keep going though.
47.
Well, under the circumstances, what a great effort so far this has been.
55.
Back to the wall, 3-2 down, had to try and produce something, and he is doing.
Yeah, it's just coming around to see that 2 reds below the pink. Seeing if the one directly above the black will go. Obviously it does.
62.
I'm going to sit there and wait for his chance if it does come. And the red to the left corner looks the favourite. But he's not sure if it goes now, but he did play for it.
Blue puts him 68 in front with 75 on, so one more red and Poomjaeng is going to need snookers.
Yes, just didn't get enough into the cue ball there.
68.
He's left himself an awkward red here. That red directly above the black does look as though it goes to that left corner, but refused to play for it.
Oh dear, well that was frame ball, but he's missed it, so there's still enough on here. Good break, but not a frame winning break.
So looking for one more red. This one along the cushion, a little risky. Oh, what a good pot. That takes us to a decider.
Well, he's certainly come alive, hasn't he, in this frame, and that's a cracking red to knock in to leave Poomjaeng requiring a snooker. That's before this black, and the black's in as well, so it's going to be 3-3 by the looks of things. And this has been a great effort from Einsle in this frame.
8. Einsle,
well,
8.
Poomjaeng may play on. There's 3 snookers required. Always the chance of the free ball, of course. But he's up against it here. .76 in it, 67 on. Ronnie O'Sullivan is going to go on about 3 hours late. Seems a bit unfortunate, really. Could have played, in fact, his first match. Assuming he'd have won, we could have shown you his second match, but of course it's easy to say that in hindsight. Oh, we didn't want that in, really.
Absolutely not. That's just added another snooker. If he gets the brown, that is.
And now he's got a kick. Well, it's gone in, but he didn't put the red in the first place. So this is looking like a forlorn hope, really.
5. 6.
Well, he's played for this red below the pink.
13.
But Einsle refused this red. Hello.
Foul.
Well,
Dechawat Poomjaeng.
it's definitely over now. He's conceded the frame, so we're going all the way. And it was a good 68 that Patrick Einsle made to put him on the brink. He then potted a good red along the top cushion. He has forced the decider with a chance to go through to the second round in his home country here. It's 3-3 and the decider is coming up after this break. From the German snooker fans, they'd love him to win this frame and get into the second round.
Well, that's not a bad break. The red behind the black, just stopping, containing safety shot. No easy path back to balk. He was looking at the thin snick off the reds just past the pink. Double kisses on. Oh, he's just missed it. But he's left a chance. Lots of pressure attached to this shot. Well, that was his chance. Wasn't an easy one. This is Poomjaeng's chance now. Got to sit and wait.
Bon.
Well, that decider that he won against Steve Maguire, Poomjaeng I'm talking about, of course, the Crucible, he made a terrific break in that frame under pressure.
Six.
At least one of these reds by the black spot will go to the right corner. It didn't have the angle on the pink to play for them.
Well, he did so well in that last frame. It's a question now, though, whether he comes to the table here in this decider.
13.
Now, does he go into them? Give himself a chance of winning frame and match. Got to do it at some stage. Into them he goes. Now, how's your luck? That looks good.
80.
That little kiss at the end there has left him on this red to the right corner with pink or black to follow. There it is. Doesn't really want to take the black, which is the easiest ball. As you tie the pink up. Will he get another chance? Well, I'm surprised he's not taking the pink here. As long as he keeps potting balls, that's the main thing. Black will go to both corners.
26.
With the pink now tied up.
Thirty-three. Dechawat Poomjaeng, 33.
Well, has he got position? Simple black. Can he see enough of that red? Well, if he has to swerve round the red, I'd say no. Can't play that shot. He is doing. How risky was that? Trying to swerve round a red to pot a red. Could be very expensive. And an easy safety shot he could have played. Could I say that Poomjaeng was a little fortunate not to have left a red on.
Ball.
Good kiss on the red. So one good positional shot. And that will do nicely.
6.
Yep, second chance for Poomjaeng to win this match now.
Well, left-handed.
Seems to be more and more players doing that, and it's sort of so nonchalant. Oh, I'll just change hands.
Well, I can't believe he played that left-handed at this stage of the match. Such an easy rest shot.
Well, it's been a long match, really, 2 3/4 hours. But the last couple of frames have been high quality. Ooh.
It still isn't over.
13.
Well, it's 2 good chances he's had in this decider, but he's only 46-0 up.
And this is a good chance for young Patrick. Just one safe red. Needs a full ball kiss on the brown. He got it. That left him on the black. Just held it too well. Left himself awkward queuing over the blue now. May have to take the more difficult red. Trying to stay relaxed.
Well, if he were to lose now, you know, he'd look back. It's not like he didn't get a chance. He had 2 golden chances. Point is, it's out of his hands for the moment.
Well, that was a half-hearted attempt. He was disappointed over not getting good position from the black. Well, surely he won't make another mistake. 39 points in front. Well, hasn't played that one well.
8.
No easy red here.
Yeah, he's making hard work of this.
What am I doing, he says. What am I doing? So close to being off.
Well, Dechawat Poomjaeng is skating on the thinnest of ice here, but he's at the moment he's just about holding on. He's not fallen through.
Quick look at the scoreboard. Tells me he's 49 points in front. This and a colour.
12.
Well, he was in twice before, missed twice, could have been punished on another day, wasn't on this day. And that blue means that Patrick Einsle requires a snooker.
17.
He'll be relieved if he pots this as well to get over the line well and truly. Which he's not done, so Einsle will play on.
Dechawat Poomjaeng,
Yes, just one
17.
snooker and he's left the red on. He does need a black from this red though, otherwise it would be 2 snookers.
One.
So it's going to be 2 snookers with the blue.
Six.
This has to go in.
Seven.
It did, just. Now if you can leave this cue ball just above the black, it'd be ideally situated for the snooker. Oh!
Patrick Einsle,
Oh dear,
7.
well, that's the end. He concedes. So disappointment for the local man, Patrick Einsle, who did so well in that 6th frame to force the decider. In the end, though, it was Dechawat Poomjaeng. He needed 3 bites at the cherry, but he's won it. He's happy enough, relieved, I think, in his main emotion. He goes through to the 2nd round. A long battle, close to 3 hours playing time between these two. Some scrappy exchanges, but in the end, Poomjaeng doesn't really care because he's the winner by 4 frames to 3.